The ultimate purpose. What is your ultimate purpose? For some, it might be great fame. Ultimate purpose, you work hard for the Olympics. It could be a sport Olympics. It could be music Olympics. It could be any other kind. For others, power. Power. Because not even in a bad way, in a good way. Through power, you can change the world for good. And people want to do that, to change the world for good. So the ultimate purpose is having power so you could do that because that's what you want to do. Change the world. Some people, the ultimate purpose is change themselves, become better, kinder, more compassionate. That's the ultimate purpose. So I ask you the question, what is your ultimate purpose? Welcome to Tanya Today. I'm Rabbi Ronnie Fine, coming to you from Chabad, Zich and Kadesh in Montreal, Canada. It's a privilege and a pleasure to share with you the Tanya. Is it working on all networks? We are on a couple Facebook pages, Chabad.org. I'm wondering if it froze. Are we good? Is it on Chabad.org?
No,
Huh?
no, on
So if you can go into Chabad.org and see, because it looks to me like it's frozen. Is it? Okay, on Facebook, I see. Okay, thank you. Yeah, it's good. Okay. So welcome to Tanya Today. I'm Rabbi Ronnie Fine, coming to you from Chabad Zich and Kadesh in Montreal, Canada. It's a privilege and a pleasure to share with you the Tanya. So what is your purpose? Why? Okay, great. Thank you, Leah. What is your ultimate purpose? A better person, a better Jew, have power so you can change the world for good. What is it that you're looking for? We are in chapter 36 in Tanya. I'll tell you what God's ultimate purpose is. Well, you already know because we've learned this. God has a desire for a dwelling place in this low world. This low world that's removed from him. This is where God wants to dwell. He's not looking to be found in the higher spiritual worlds because it's a come down for him. Why does he want this world? Because this world is far and removed, and he has a pleasure from our engagement that we deal with the darkness of the world, our own darkness, and we subjugate it. Don't let it rule. We don't let it control us. We can even transform it. Right? And that's what God wants. Now, that being said, God wants, ultimately what he wants is that he should be dwelling in this world, not just in us. That's something we learned previously in chapters 33 and 34, to dwell in us, that God wants to dwell in this world. Well, this world is a reduction on the light of God. If God's light were to be revealed, it would be too powerful. We dissolve in godliness, right? Negate it, yes. So, yet, how do we overcome the power of the negativity of this world that God created? If he reduced the light so much that this world is so dark, so removed, there's how many of us are learning Tanya right now compared to how many are not, right? That are going on but based on the darkness of this world and just following, seeking power, seeking money, seeking even their own self-benefit of being better people, which is, you could say, something positive, but it's still self-directed. It's not about what God wants. He wants to be revealed here. Well, how could he be revealed here if he creates such a dark place? Well, this is why God gave the Torah to the Jewish people. Torah is called his might, his strength. It's what gives us the power and the strength to overcome the darkness of this world, right? That we don't dissolve out of existence, but yet we don't let existence dissolve us, and that we are just merely humanoids, human beings that are, what could you do? That's nature. That's the way of the world. No, we're not bound by it. We're not limited by it, right? And ultimately, through the Torah mitzvahs that we have the power, we will then bring the light of God into this world, where we'll be ultimately, God as the ultimate teacher, the ultimate teacher will no longer be hidden. He won't be hidden from us. He will be no longer concealed. We will be able to see eye to eye. That no longer do you need the sun to be able to see by day, because you'll have the light of God that you'll be able to see at all times. When is that? That's called Mashiach. So the ultimate purpose of creation is God being revealed. When's that going to be? Mashiach. What's the ultimate purpose? Mashiach. Mashiach is not a reward for what we're doing. Mashiach is the outcome of what we're here to do, to reveal the light of God in a dark world. Well, ultimately, the ultimate revelation in this world. Where God won't be hidden anymore. That's the ultimate purpose, fulfillment of creation. The purpose why God created the world to begin with. Again, he wanted a dwelling place in this world. Well, when will be the complete dwelling? Times of Mashiach. Today. Right? Today. Now, you might think, that this is a reward that we get. It's not a reward. It's the ultimate purpose. So it's very important. There's a distinction. When you speak about reward, right? When you speak about reward, it's sort of independent. Like, if you ace the test, mommy tells you you're going to get, ice cream for dessert today if you do really well on your test, tells her daughter or son or both, right? You ace the test and you're going to get you're going to get ice cream. Ice cream has anything to do with, no, doesn't have anything to do with acing a test. It's an incentive. So you might think that, the incentive of doing mitzvahs is, we're going to ace the test. We're going to get something in the end called Mashiach, a world. No, that's not what it is. The whole purpose of creation is that God should be revealed in this world. We do it every time we do a mitzvah, because doing a mitzvah, we are not allowing the darkness of the world, the darkness of inside me, to prevail over me. I subjugate it, allowing the light of God to be in me and in the world. And therefore, that's the purpose. When will that be complete? Times of Mashiach. Powerful. Which means then, well, we're going to learn more about what that means, actually. But that's another class. So, Revelation Mashiach, says Gibb, is revelation it being something like everyone tapping into their own piece of oneness, of godliness in them. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Any questions? Any comments? The seventh millennium is more of a reward. That's after the times of Mashiach. You don't know exactly what that will be. We'll have to wait for. Okay, we got TJ in Melbourne with us. Tim is in Texas with us. Fred is in Uganda. Liba is in New York. Serach, she's in Upper New York State. Carmen is in Texas. Vincent in Alberta, in Canada, fellow Canadian. Leah, who is learning for Gadi Moshe ben Sarah and Shlomo ben Marcel, and the hostages. Thank you. Brett is in Pennsylvania. Julia is also in Pennsylvania. June in Australia. Nancy in Massachusetts. Daphne in South Carolina. Rabab is in Tangiers. Elise in Western Virginia. Jeff is in Michigan. Dana is in, you have to remind me, Dana. Diane in Arizona. John in North Carolina. Cindy in Florida. Or who else do we have here? David in Sacramento, California. Stan is in London, England. Moshe in California. Teddy. Teddy, you have a question? I didn't catch it. So it's not removed then. What's not removed, Teddy? You could elaborate, please. Karen in Springfield, Ohio. Irma is in St. Martin. Shani, welcome. Gib, I don't know if that on YouTube. Carla, welcome. Hello. From Shani's in South Africa. It just happens without effort required. No, we have to do mitzvahs. We have to subjugate our darkness and not be ruled by our self-directed way that's based on an animal soul and a body. It's basically just seeking self-directed pleasure as opposed to a divine pleasure. Thank you, Teddy. Edward in the Netherlands. John has a question. On it, I don't see it. If you could repost it. Oh, here it is. Was the light on the first day of creation Ein Sof light? Yes. Well, think about it, John. A very good question. The sun and the moon were only placed in their position on the fourth day, right? So then what kind of light was there on the first day when God said, let there be light? It's a light of God, not the light of the sun. The righteous are privileged to it. That's why a righteous person has the power to see from one end of the earth to the other end of the earth. Cindy, you're seeing only to other people? No, you're probably maybe on my Facebook. That's why. As opposed to Chabad.org Facebook, I think. Roberto from Alabama. Suzanne is in Miami. Gib is in Pennsylvania. Who else is with us? Yeah, so that's the first day. Yeah. Will the sun still function as a light source in times of Mashiach? Yes, it will. Absolutely. Yeah. All right. All right, folks. Rambam. I'm Rabbi Ronnie Fine, coming to you from Chabad Zichron Kadesh in Montreal, Canada. It's a privilege and a pleasure to share with you the Tanya. Thank you all. God bless.